Did you know that spending money on experiences rather than things has been scientifically proven to actually boost your happiness levels? Now, research shows that memories from trips, from adventures, from people, from connections often bring more joy than any material possessions. Now, I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. I produce a retirement lifestyle video every Saturday at noon, and this one is extra special, all about happiness. Now, although I know sometimes that picture, buying that new car, or finding that just right decoration for the house can give us that sense of excitement and peace and thrill. Overall in life, research shows that as we age, those possessions, those things mean less and less and less, and the memories and the experiences mean more and more and more. And I see it right now with my mom. She talks more about experiences and people than she does about things. She talks a lot about the grandkids and the times they drove their fifth wheel down to Mexico and Mazatlan, Mexico for years from Canada. She talks about the vacations that they went on and the new friends that they met. She talks about all of that. And I'm kind of caught in the middle of this. So let me explain. Recently, I was in a furniture consignment store in Arizona, and I found this metal wall art thing in a cowboy theme. Our house is cowboy there, but it's this metal wall art that I knew would just look amazing in this one room. And I had something in that room, but I knew this one would be outstanding. Well, I didn't buy it that day. I wanted to think about it, and it wasn't even really expensive. I'm cheap. It was only $50, but I just needed to think about it. The next day, I went back and I bought it, and it's hanging in that spot that I thought it would look great in, and it does. It looks fabulous. And every single solitary time I go by it, I smile and I just love it. It gives me a great feeling of, oh, that feels good. But although I really do love it, I know it's just a thing. I know it's just a piece of metal. And if I had to choose between things and experiences, I would choose experiences all the time because it really is the experiences, the friends, the humans, the family, the memories, the connection that is what truly matters. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm the saver. I'm the cheap one. But I've come to learn that experiences and connections really are what matters. And so I make a conscious decision to spend our money on creating lifelong memories rather than just buying more stuff. In fact, there are studies that prove this, that show that creating these memories, creating these experiences really make a difference. But there's one study in particular I want to talk about today. It's called the Grant Study, and it's part of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, which is one of the longest running studies on human happiness and well-being. Now, it began in 1938. It was tracking 268 male Harvard sophomores to explore what contributes to a fulfilling life. It's tracked them for over 8 decades, and researchers collected extensive data, including medical records, psychological evaluations, and personal interviews to understand how factors like relationships, health, career choices, and personal habits impact long-term well-being. Now, as of 2017, there were only 19 original members that were still alive, all in their mid-90s. But think about this. Among the original recruits were eventual President John F. Kennedy and a longtime Washington Post editor, Ben Bradlee. And women weren't in the original study because college at that time was all male. But in addition then to these original people, the scientists eventually did add their men's offspring, who now number over 1,300 and who are in their 50s and 60s, and then added a lot of their spouses to find out how the offspring, how their early life experiences affect health and aging over time. Now, some of the participants, as you would imagine, went on to be successful businessmen, doctors, lawyers, and others, as you would imagine, and ended up with maybe schizophrenia or mental illness or became alcoholics. But in the study, they say their surprising finding, which isn't a surprise to me, but their surprising finding is that our relationships, on how happy we are in our relationships, has a powerful, powerful influence over our health. And that taking care of your body is important, but tending to your relationships is a very important form of self care as well. And then the study continues that close relationships, more than money, more than fame, are what keep people happy throughout their lives. And those ties really protect people from life's challenges. It helps to delay mental and physical decline. And it really is a better predictor of long and happy lives over and above social class, IQ, or even genes. In fact, the study found that people's level of satisfaction with their relationships at age 50 was a better predictor of physical health than their cholesterol levels were. And there's an amazing TED Talk from a gentleman named Robert Waldinger, on this study, on this specific study. And he says, good relationships don't just protect our bodies, they protect our brains. And those good relationships don't really have to be smooth every single day because that's unrealistic. But some of the octogenarian couples would bicker with each other or, challenge each other day in and day out. But as long as they realized that they could really count on the other person when the going got tough, those arguments didn't take a toll on their memories. And think about it this way, since aging starts at birth, people should start taking care of themselves at every stage of life. Now, aging really is a continuing process that Waldinger continues to say. And you can see how people can start to differ in their health trajectory in their 30s. Because you can see if a person is overweight or not taking care of themselves in their 30s, chances are the further they age, the more it happens. And so by taking good care of ourselves early in life, you can set yourself up for a better course of aging. And the best advice he gives, which is really kind of cool, it says, take care of your body as though you're going to live to 100 because you might need it, right? That's a great idea. And last about this study, participants who could navigate the challenge with a sense of purpose and maintain positive relationships tended to lead more fulfilling and happy lives. So the overarching takeaway is clear. Happiness comes from experiences that foster connection, purpose, personal growth, not from the accumulation of material goods. So these findings have profound implication on retirees that are seeking fulfillment so that they can enjoy their retirement or make their retirement remarkable, because they underscore the value of investing in shared experiences and nurturing relationships. And so I want to end this video with a little bit about the rocking chair test. And I use this rocking chair test in many areas of my life. In fact, it's been on a few different videos. I think I heard it originally at an Anthony Robbins event, but it goes something like this. And forgive me if it's not 100% correct. When I'm 90, sitting on my rocking chair and reflecting on my life, what will I be reflecting on? Sure, I might remember that cowboy wall art piece and think, oh yeah, it was really nice. But if I'm honest, I'll be thinking about how lucky I was to be born to the parents that I had who taught me to love life, and how Ken and I struggled in our marriage early on, but we muddled through those hard times and now we're in a great place, and how we have the most amazing kids, daughters-in-law, and we're lucky enough to have 6 of the most amazing grandkids. I'll remember how we took this year off to travel to 29 different countries and the adventures that we are going to discover there, how we're blessed with our friends and our family. Yeah, I sincerely think if I'm lucky enough to make it to 90 and I'm sitting on that rocking chair, those are the things that I'll remember instead of the things. And that's really what I wish for you too. Yes, go ahead and buy that ridiculous cowboy wall art or whatever you want, but spend the far majority of your money and your time on memories, not on material things. Invest in experiences, in people, and in creating lifelong connections. It's not about depriving yourself of things you want. It's about making a connection. It's about making a conscious decision to focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. And I really believe that if we can make this shift, we can live a more purposeful, more meaningful, more fulfilled, and more remarkable retirement. I'm Maureen Dobransky. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever made a conscious decision to choose experiences over material possessions? What did you choose, and what was the experience life for you? I'd love for you to share your story, and we'll continue to have the conversation. And if you want to watch more videos on retirement lifestyle, please check out my channel. Be sure to subscribe and consider joining our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/lifestartsatretirement.